All right, season finale. Finally, here we come. Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're watching the very last episode of season 3 of My Hero. You will get the opening reaction right afterwards on YouTube, or it's probably already on Patreon right now. But I'll be doing the first what would that be, opening 6 of My Hero reaction immediately after I record this. So we'll be working on that. It's been a great season. I can't wait to conclude this. The introduction of new characters and kind of referencing the upperclassmen from My Hero, or from the from the entire academy that we haven't even been really they haven't even talked about really. So it's interesting to see the upperclassmen, which is something that's just been hidden until this point, but it's a great timing to do it. More content, more things. I'm interested to see. I'm making this intro very, very quickly, but I will say that this show has been amazing. I love this season. I think this season has brought up the stakes tremendously. Best season so far, even though there's very good moments in season 1 and season 2. I would say season 3 is definitely my favorite so far. I think there's so many good episodes, and I want to eventually rank my favorite ones because I have some already. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're gonna go straight into season 4 after this, so look forward to that. Finally catching up. Patreon.com/ajrich123 if you want to see the first 2 episodes of season 4, which should be on there now. Check that out. Well, at the point when this gets put on YouTube, obviously. So check that out. Also, patreon.com/ajrich123. You'll get full reactions, early releases, all that cool stuff. And let's go ahead and start.
These 3 are third years at UA.
He seems interesting. They all do. I swear, does anybody see Sasuke in that guy?
The big 3.
I can't be the only one.
Of all the talented students here, they're the ones at the top.
They're on a different level, still in school, but practically pro heroes. If they're as good as I hear, then they're the students we should be chasing after.
So they're already pretty much pro heroes, huh? Oh, damn. More waifu possibilities for Mineta. Mineta. I just said Mineta.
So I didn't recognize him.
What the
very well, but he
what?
definitely left a strong impression. If I remember correctly, the other 2 didn't.
How did that happen?
Either. So much intensity in a single glance.
The hatred for Naruto. He's about to get those. He's about to go those eyes. The fuck? They're all potatoes.
Try to imagine them as potatoes. See their human bodies. I know that they're still people. No words are coming out. My mind's blank, and my mouth is dry.
Lana, Majiki, you need to have the heart of a lion, not a kitten. You know, even though you're human. Get what I mean?
What is going on?
Tamaki Amajiki. And hi, my name is Nejire Hado. Why are you wearing a mask? Is it because you're feeling sick? Or just trying to look cool?
Oh, she is cute.
Whoa. And you must be Todoroki, am I right? Yeah. How'd you get that big burn on your face? Netta, are those
so many
balls
questions.
what? I don't get it.
My
get a haircut.
balls?
Oh, sweet. You're a sea frog, not a gross toad, right?
About my balls? I'll tell my secrets. Come get close and personal.
Calm down.
I mean, if they know about your balls, that's everything, right?
Entire body with that tail of yours?
Well,
You're one step closer to getting her.
The future's gonna be...
What?
Gonna be what? Awful! That's your part, guys!
What the fuck?
My call and response was a total fail! So the problem is, you must not have a sense of humor. That's why my joke didn't land. Heads up! The rad new plan is all you first years fight me at once!
What the fuck?
T? For real?
Oh yeah, so it's real.
MIRIO, you're impossible. It would have been simple enough for us to just tell them. This is what it's like. Here's what we learned from it. I bet he's just trying to psych us out.
Hey,
So is this guy really that powerful?
Long ago, a student got frustrated in class and quit being a hero, and it was terrible for everyone.
I feel like she probably feels that a bit.
You're obviously much further ahead than us, but we've fought pros before.
Not to mention we took down some legitimate villains. I don't think you need to worry about hurting us.
Was it nothing compared to them or something?
I'm first. You stole my thunder! Thunder! I'll catch up with everything I fell behind on these past 3 days!
You can do it!
So he's got to fight first.
View this as a learning experience. If I'm gonna spar with someone, he's the best opponent I could ask for.
I'm so surprised they haven't shown this guy till this point if he's the best.
How much distance is between us? The close combat team should surround him first thing. Pick your...
See, they're really determined, but I have a bad feeling. What? What? The power of stripping? Okay. Ooh.
So that's it. His quirk lets things pass through him. It's an amazing power. What should I do?
Went for the face, huh? I think I'll start by taking out the long-distance fighters.
And he's still naked.
His power isn't just slipping through things. How did he luck out with such a good quirk?
You're wrong.
Whoa.
You should be envying his skills. That's what sets him apart. First years. MIRIO did a work study with a hero, but didn't stop there.
They just got knocked down a peg.
He's the person who's closest to taking the spot of #1 hero.
What the fuck?
That's including the pros.
Where was this before? All they do is talk about the heroes. They talk about the heroes that are already in the hero field, the teachers, the class 1A. We've seen 1B. We've seen it, and then we just saw like the other schools and stuff. And now this guy who's super overpowered out of nowhere is an upperclassman that's never been mentioned before? What the fuck? This came out of fucking left field. What is this? I had a bad feeling when like the confident he's saying take them all on at once. They're all super confident. I'm like, oh god, they're gonna get knocked to peg. Something's off. Of course he's super overpowered, but I'm sure he has, you know, like everybody else, like, and like his friend is saying there that they built, you know, or the person that he came with is saying that he built himself to this. It's not the power of his quirk, it's how like strong and how much training he's done. So interesting. Knocked the entire class out that fast is, and he's the one to take the spot. And he even kind of looks like All Might a little bit too, with the hair and the attitude and stuff.
All that's left are the ones who specialize in close quarters combat. I have all the flattery.
Unrivaled? Just that one word and I can tell what level you're all at.
They don't.
An ordinary person might think a pro's impressive, but lack the ability to figure out why.
Whether his true power is slipping through matter, or whether he's somehow warping himself through space. Either way, he's still landing his attacks directly. We should be able to counter him in the moment he's about to make contact.
See if you can figure out how to win.
They still seem way lower leveled now. It like brought him down to earth.
He went under.
And there goes his pants.
He'll probably come up.
What the fuck?
Pretty smart. Watch this! An ultimate move! Grinder touch eyeball crush!
What the fuck is this guy?
Nice try though.
That is pretty OP. Yeah, this guy is strong. That's his scream.
He's gotten super powerful lately. Are you even watching?
MIRIO's been strong ever since we were little kids.
Wow, what
I
overkill.
tried to make it so you wouldn't see my willy. Sorry if you got a peek. But anyway, that's a taste of what it's like to fight me.
We all just got punched in the stomach without
Fucking
ever knowing
horrible.
what was going on.
Oh, just the one.
Just one.
I know, I'll tell you what his perk is. Hey, can I say it? Permeation. Cool, right?
I've got a sweet quirk that's called permeation. What you guys thought of as a warp was, you guessed it, simply an alternative application of that power.
Huh?
I activate my quirk in my entire body. Then I can pass through anything I want, no sweat. Everything. That includes solid ground.
Interesting.
Then, whenever I release my quirk while I'm falling, something super strange happens. Apparently, things with mass can't overlap. That's called physics. So I get repelled upward. Think of it this way.
Interesting.
My power's only strong because I made it that way. While my quirk is activated, my lungs can't take in oxygen. Even if I breathe in, the air will just pass through.
Whoa.
In the same way, my eardrums don't work. Even though I have a
Or
body,
feel.
I can't stop falling. I could probably keep going down forever. Does that make sense?
Whoa.
That's why if I want to go through something like, say, a wall, I have to concentrate really hard. I'll activate everything except one leg.
Oh man, if I were in a hurry, I would mess that up every single time.
So some quirks have the potential to be
How are you
stronger.
supposed to move?
Growing up, I was always behind, as you might expect. In no time, I dropped to dead last. I learned to make combat decisions and picked up a few
Just
new
like
tricks,
a
but
lot
above
of them,
all, I learned to
actually.
predict what would happen next. And what made those predictions possible in the first place was experience. I based my predictions on what I'd learned. We're regarded as one of the sidekicks, or even as a pro. That can be super scary. Pros can get hurt, and sometimes they end up watching people die. But every scary and painful thing you go through is an important experience. It's why I think they're worth it, even if you're scared. You with me, first years?
That's why work studies are important.
Experience
Yeah.
into power.
He even gives pep talks like a pro.
So, do you think we got the point across? Maybe not.
I'm just glad I didn't have to do anything. Let's be grateful to MIRIO.
More depressed
First, his
Sasuke.
quirk was something that held him back. He's not standing at the top of UA because he was born strong. He worked incredibly hard to get to that point.
Oh. He's
MIRIO
similar to
Togata,
Deku.
Third year.
But did anyone surprise you? I want to know. Come on, spill.
Well, I mostly defeat people using the element of surprise.
Huh? Work study? Wait, who is this again?
I was
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino?
Oh, finally remembered who I am, huh, big shot?
It's because I've been so useless that I want to make sure I'm doing whatever I can to get closer to being number one.
Way to make something.
He's still got
obvious
growth
sound
to.
cool there,
He's still got
sport.
growth
Why don't
available.
you go ask your master about it instead of calling me?
That's
First
true.
one that comes to mind is his former sidekick.
Former sidekick? Oh yeah, the heroes do have. Why doesn't he have a sidekick anymore?
One of the persons we're investigating is on the move. Overhaul, the head of the Shie Hasaikai.
That name was mentioned the previous episode.
It appears he's made contact with the League of Villains.
Hey
Yeah, they
guys,
are a
I'm
separate
back,
group.
And I brought that dude. He said he wanted to talk to you, so here we are.
So that's
Well, now.
that guy.
That's a pretty big catch, huh, Twice? So too were the villains moving even deeper into the darkness.
It's an interesting
Trusted successor
difference.
and the successor released into the wild. They would meet.
Oh man. Okay. The big three, these new characters introduced. I didn't know what to expect, but holy shit. Does anybody else get vibes from that guy? Like All Might vibes? He has the look. He has like power or like catchphrases. He like now it makes sense. I'm saying he's like has the best chance of taking over that spot. He's literally that incarnate. Like it's crazy to introduce someone like that out of nowhere. I feel like there's more to it. I hope obviously this is the end of season 3. I'm sure we'll get more about this in season 4, but also there was another group and they had mentioned Overhaul in the previous episode. I think we got a flash of him and now we're seeing him in this group. But will he join the League of Villains? There's other factions and different groups of people and different villains. But the bigger the League of Villains get, the more of a threat they're going to become, and I think that's probably a really good grab if they do that. It's getting deep. The show is starting to get a little bit. It's feeling. Obviously, there has been like fear, and we've seen fights and stuff, but it feels way more deeper than it did in the beginning. Like the villains are becoming more apparent. There's a lot more threats involved in everything, and the buildup is real, and I'm so excited to see what way they decide to go with season 4. We've been so surprised with some of the stuff they throw at us, and the introduction of more characters and more things. They're going to be able to do work studies. If that's true, then they will get that. They already have the experience, but they'll get into real situations. And I can see so many fights being built towards that. I'm sure. I'm excited to see where they go with this. The show is just getting better and better. What was your favorite moment of season 3? Well, let me know in the comments down below. What was your absolute favorite? If I have to think about it, I think it's the obvious one for me, All for One versus All Might, and just that whole episode of, I think it was definitely the best episode of the season. If you think I'm wrong, feel free to tell me otherwise, but I really think that was, season 3, episode 4, with him protecting Coda, and that fight in general was definitely, it made me feel very passionate, and I think the unique part of it is it came out of nowhere and you didn't expect an epic fight, unlike we knew All for One and All Might were gonna fight for a couple episodes. At that point we knew that was happening, but that one was shocking. So they're very close, but I still have to say All for One versus All Might is my favorite moment of season 3. So epic, so just puts you can't look away. The emotions are high. It made me like just feel so emotional for 20 minutes, and it was definitely my favorite, possibly my favorite episode of the show so far. So going forward, we're going straight into season 4. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit the notification bell. If you have not joined Patreon, feel free to join Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123. If you'd like to see the first 2 episodes of season 4, any of my other shows, or the full reactions of any episode, that's all on there. So check that out. Follow me at Twitter at ajrich123. And seriously, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.